If you're looking to make as much money as possible with your Bitcoin and crypto investments, you probably want to watch this video. Today, I talk about one easy Bitcoin strategy that I use to make as much money as possible in the Bitcoin bull market. And if you're watching this video and it's prior to sometime late in 2024, you're not too late with this strategy. Without a doubt, Bitcoin and crypto have provided some of the best returns financially for investors if they strategically invest and trade. Now, before I get into the details of my investing strategy, if you trade crypto or like to invest, if you haven't checked out our partner BingX, you need to do so today. BingX is a fully regulated exchange that services over 100 countries worldwide with more than 5 million users trading both spot and derivatives. And if you sign up using the link below in the description, you can get up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. So use the link below, take advantage of the deposit bonus, check out BingX, and let me know how you like it. Now let's talk about what to do in order to take advantage of the Bitcoin cycle and making the best return possible with one of the easiest Bitcoin investing strategies. And if for any reason like you're new here and you don't understand what a Bitcoin market cycle is, I'll make it quite simple. A Bitcoin market cycle is basically the time period over several years where Bitcoin hits an all-time high price, declines in price over a year or two, then finally makes its way back to a new high around 4 years after the previous high. That's a market cycle. Price hits high, dips, gets accumulated, that eventually hits new highs again. It's that simple. And my top strategy is also quite simple. It involves subscribing to this channel by clicking the button below. I'm kidding, but seriously, subscribe to the channel and just click the button below. But like I was saying, my top Bitcoin investing strategy is actually quite simple, so simple that really anybody can do it. After successfully trading multiple Bitcoin market cycles, my easiest investing strategy that I use is actually based on the timing of the Bitcoin cycle itself. Basically, we want to look at where we're at in the cycle based on the price of Bitcoin in the timing of the halving event. If you look again at Bitcoin cycles on a price chart, there are typically a few things that line up every time in each cycle. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart from 2017 to 2021. Back in 2017, Bitcoin price hit an all-time high of around 20,000. Following that, there's a dip in price, also known as a bear market, which leads to a cycle low price, usually dips around 70 to 80%. Then we have an event called the Bitcoin halving, which is typically bullish fundamentally as it creates scarcity with Bitcoin, meaning less Bitcoin is produced each cycle. And following the halving, due to the scarcity, there's less selling pressure on Bitcoin. We have the start of an uptrend, which many people will call a bull market, that usually lasts over a year. Now today's chart, currently as we sit in 2023-2024, Bitcoin has hit its last all-time high back in November of 2021. Now in 2022, Bitcoin had its bear market and price declined over 77%, with a low in November of 2022 around 15K. Now Bitcoin hit its low a year after its high, just like the previous cycles. The good news is that the halving hasn't happened yet and is scheduled to happen in April 2024. Following that is when we should see an uptrend in price over the last half of 2024 into 2025. And for somebody who is looking to make as much return as possible with Bitcoin, anytime before the halving isn't a bad time to invest for someone looking to sell at the next all-time high, which could be well over Bitcoin's previous high of 69,000 for a very solid return at current prices. So if you're watching this, the Bitcoin low should be in and the Bitcoin halving hasn't happened yet. Or maybe you're watching this in the future and the Bitcoin halving has happened, but there should be, if it's 2024, enough time to get in before the market cycle high, which should still leave a very nice return on your Bitcoin investment. And I know what you're thinking, this is a simply ridiculous and almost too easy strategy to use. Some people will say,
it can't be that easy.
Other people will say,
it's different this time. The market's not going to go up after the halving like always.
But I've heard that multiple times in previous cycles. Fundamentally, the halving event leads to scarcity in Bitcoin, which means less selling and more buying, which pushes price up. And don't forget, with the Bitcoin spot ETF from BlackRock still in play, which legitimizes Bitcoin, by the way, there's a very solid opportunity with Bitcoin price. Look, put simply, if you're not looking to sell your Bitcoin until the next bull market, buying Bitcoin at current prices makes sense both historically and analytically with data to back it up. The key is don't overthink it. It's a simple strategy, but it works. And yes, Bitcoin is a volatile asset. It is risky. Investing in crypto is, and it could technically hit new lows at any time. But the Bitcoin market cycle strategy is something that I have used to invest previous times, and I have personal conviction that Bitcoin will see higher prices in the coming years. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't want to invest in Bitcoin based solely on the market cycles alone, if you think this is too simple, then good news. There are other strategies that you can use as confluence along with this market cycle investing strategy. You can actually use indicators that have historically shown good times when to buy Bitcoin. And which indicators? Great question. That is exactly what I'm going to talk about in this next video. So if you see the video pop up right here on the screen, make sure to click it, watch the video, and I'll tell you which indicators you should use in order to pair it with this current Bitcoin market cycle investing strategy. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next video.